Yes, guys. Yes, guys. Welcome back to your Chelsea versus Ipswich post-match review. That was a game of two halves. The first half, we were atrocious. Not as atrocious, but our defending, though, was atrocious. We had shots. We could have been 4-0 up, 4-2 up even, because we conceded 2, but I'm going to bring up some statistics, right? But first of all, let me just go through how the game went. So, we went 1-0 down through Enciso, and then we went 2-0 down through Ben Johnson. Second half begins. Gusto comes on for Chalobah. Chalobah started at right back today. And 30 seconds into the second half, Cucurella puts us 2-1, gets us the goal back. Now, we played better in the second half, had way more shots. Sadly, shots don't equal 3 points. If it did, we'd win the league, right? Then later on in the second half, Sancho, in the 80th minute, 79/80th, scored an absolute cracker of a goal, makes it 2-2, and we ended the game with 34 shots, 9 on target, 4 big chances. 34 in shots. We scored 2 goals out of 34 shots. We had 72% possession that game. Possession doesn't win you football matches. I don't know if we know that already, but they don't. You win football matches by taking your chances, scoring goals. It isn't all about passing the ball. Pass. And I'm going to go on Robert Sanchez. Don't worry. I'm not going to leave him out of the equation. But can we just have a change of style? Please, this isn't working. Maresca has set us up to lose this game, but we somehow got a draw. I'll tell you how he set us up to lose. Ready? We set up in a way where we were setting up for Delap starting. He never started. So we had Chalobah at right back. Cucurella played a inverting /width role. I mean, he did push up the pitch a lot, right? Then, second half, he changed it up with having 2 centre-backs and then having one invert, then one taking width. So you're kind of playing with, a 2 at the back on the ball. And then, I don't know how we would have won this game. We had Jackson starting up front, but he didn't play well today. Palmer didn't play as good as he can. Not going to say he was awful. We had Madueke taken off for Jadon Sancho, who eventually got the goal. Lovely goal, to be fair. Just outside, just on the edge of the box. Curled it. Passed out, it's Palmer. Top right. Amazing goal, right? I made it. I love that. I loved it. But Maresca needs to do some changing here. Whether that be the formation, whether that be the tactics, whether that be having an attacking wing back and having one keep width, which is what we did, and having one out of the other back, which is what we basically did most of last season. Whether we want to do that, which gives us an extra 1 or 2 extra attackers. If you have Enzo as well putting up as the left or right hand side 8, which we had Palmer on the left in the left hand side 8 position, left hand side 10, whether the more playmaking role. Then we had Enzo as the more attacking, more sharp shooting 8, one who takes more shots, more of the shots instead of the actual playmaking. Which Palmer can do playmaking roles. I'm not saying he can't, but having him on the right hand side of the 8s would have been so much better for us. And the team was good if we were expecting Liam Delap to start up front But he didn't start today. He had a rib injury. But he was fit enough to be on the bench to get 10 minutes. So I can see what Maresca did, but I also think he's a bit stubborn. Now, player performances and lineup. We had Sanchez at the back, Cucurella, Tosin, Colwill, Chalobah. At the back, Sanchez in goal, of course. Enzo, Caicedo, Palmer, midfield. Wingers were Neto and Madueke. Up front was Jackson. Not the worst lineup. It was good except for right back position. We had 3 right backs from the bench today. George didn't come on. At Jampong didn't come on. James didn't come on. We saw Gusto and then Kunku and Sancho come on. Can we be more proactive in games? Like, George could have offered way more than the Neto, but like, I guess we didn't want to do that. Like, we say that Nkunku isn't a striker yet. The player who actually scored on first night as a striker, Tony George, doesn't get any minutes today. And player performances wise, I think Sanchez, first of all, sick goalkeeper, terrible, get out of my club in the summer. Okay? You can't be doing that poor level of distribution at the top level in the Premier League. Right? You can't even do it anywhere. Let alone the Championship. Gives away the ball too much. And it's so questionable. We also had Chelsea fans booing Sanchez, which I can understand. We had Chelsea fans getting annoyed at Maresca for his stubbornness, which was reported by Nizar Kinsella, by Kieran McGill, by the reliable Chelsea journalists who attend these games. And realistically, we are not gonna see Sanchez improve distribution. He is not a ball-playing goalkeeper. He's a good counter-attacking goalkeeper if you want someone who can launch the ball up the pitch, who can kick and rush. He's perfect for that, because he's more of a long ball goalkeeper, not short across the ball goalkeeper distribution. He isn't that. So his distribution isn't great. Yeah, again, we have Petrovic out on loan, who I would have rather seen start this whole season. But no, we decide that we want to go with a goalkeeper who isn't good with his feet. When Maresca says, oh yeah, no, he's good with his feet. But yeah, again, we have Jorgensen who's better with his feet, who's better shot-stopping wise. Does most goals go in if Jorgensen wasn't goal today? I'd say no, actually. No, they won't. They wouldn't have. But Sanchez in goal is such a liability. Like, we dropped so many points because of Sanchez. 1 second, got to charge my phone. But we dropped so many points because of Sanchez. And this has to stop. Right? I think the backline was terrible defensively. I think Cucurella had not his best performance. Gusto did alright. Cucurella did alright. Obviously, Cucurella didn't put in his best performance, like I said. Our centre backs, which ended up being Colwill, Chalobah. Tosin came off for Gusto. They did alright. I mean, first half we were terrible defensively. Obviously Lee Delap came on today. Caused chaos, like I said. He causes chaos. He's that striker who just causes chaos. And that's what we need more of, but we need someone who can actually finish the ball, finish those chances as well, which Jackson can't do. He can do everything on the ball except for shooting. He can do everything off the ball as well. So if he can actually put chances in the back of the net, we could be winning these games even if we're not playing great. It doesn't matter if you play good, as long as you win these games, then you're going to get points on the board, no matter if you're sit or not. And we need to go into the summer transfer window looking for a striker, looking for a good goalkeeper if we're not going to trust Petrovic. We can't be trusting Sanchez for him next season though, can we? Because he isn't going to help us get to where we want to be. which us fans want to be title contenders, UCL competitors every season from next season. But with how we're playing, with how the goalkeeping is, with how we can't finish our 34 chances, some of our more than 2 of our 34 chances for this game, I don't see us getting top 4. I don't see us getting UCL. I don't see us competing at the highest level if we don't have what we actually need. Now, we are linked to players in the striking department. But you think Liam Delap, you think Ekatike, Sesko is our answer to the problem? Fuck no, they're not. Like, the lack of seriousness from the board right now, it's scary. And we want a goalkeeper, right? We are not even linked to any. We want a defender, yeah? Oh yeah, Mark Gahey's going to solve a problem, guys. Don't we? Let's get a mistake from Mark Gahey from Crystal Palace. Do we even need wingers? What's the point of having wingers if we don't take over a man? If we're going to have Esteban William coming next season, we better see him take on this man more. Oh wait, so you won't even see that. So, what's the point of even hoping that he'll be a 17-year-old, 18-year-old electric winger? You know? Like, it's the Premier League. It isn't the Brazilian League. They're 2 different level leagues. Like, we've already had, like, Guilherme from West Ham. He's failed at West Ham. He came from the Brazilian League. Andre Santos looks like he's going to be a success in the Premier League. So, we've had players come from the Brazilian League and flop. And people getting hyped over Esteban when realistically the Brazilian League and the Premier League are 2 different level leagues. What we need is experience. What we need is players who can help us compete at the top level, not for the future, but for now. We want now. We want it now. We don't want to wait 10 years to win a Premier League title, which is what we apparently want to go for. Within the next 10 years, we want to be dominant. We want to be dominant now, but we won't do that with this transfer strategy, the policies, the wage caps. If we want to actually sign these top players who are linked with, like Gyökeres, Osimhen, Isaac, we need to raise our wage cap, our wage structure, or even scrap it. And not fully scrap it, but loosen it up. Because we're never going to get anywhere. Like if players like Palmer, who can be really good on their day, want more, do really well, yeah? Like, who says we're going to offer 250 grand a week? Who says we're going to do the same for Cucurella, for the top players in our club? Like Cucurella, Caicedo, Enzo, like, if they want a pay rise, they won't get it realistically, will they? Because we have this really annoying wage structure. It kind of limits who we can bring in. Now, the Cucurella goal was given as an OG to Twenzaby. I don't care if that is Cucurella's goal. But realistically, the board, the owners need to just change their model slightly, add experience, because these players are never going to grow, they're never going to learn. And having a coach like Maresca, who is inexperienced, and we want to win the fucking league in 10 years, yeah? With Maresca, who's got barely any coaching experience, right? Forget it. Forget winning the league within 5 years. Because we're never going to do it with Maresca. We need a winning mentality coach. Not, this stubbornness and these tactics are so annoying. Like, we can't be keeping on inverting our left backs, our right backs. We can't keep on keeping width, but not actually being an attacking wing back. Like, we need to change the full tactics. We can't be going with this stubborn tactics week in, week out. We need the variety. We need more change. We need either one week we go from tiki-taka to wing play, which is more of a wing-based form system, whether that be counter-attacking, whether that be not really part of the bus, but like a kick and rush. I'm not going to promote part of the bus, of course, but can we actually just have tactical flexibility? Or does that not exist? Like, does that not exist at Chelsea Football Club anymore? We used to have coaches like Conte, Like, we used to have different style coaches, like Mourinho, who played with us, like the other backs. We don't play for the back anymore. And we won't see that ever again. Because we have a stubborn coach. We have stubborn tactics. We might have a good squad on paper. Like, if you look at our squad, it might look good. But the tactics ain't making them look good. Like, yeah, Palmer last season absolutely thriving under Potts. This season, you see him absolutely flopping after a 2-1 loss to Fulham. Like, I'm not accepting this mediocrity anymore. Like, I'm not wanting time. I don't want time. I want now. And Maresca isn't going to give us now. I'm not going to say, sell the whole squad, guys. Get Mbappe, Vinny, Rodrigo. Not saying that. I'm saying experience and a better coach, if we can. And I know he'll be assessed after 2 seasons, but why 2 seasons? Why? If we're battling for top 5, yeah? Because top 5 is getting you still. If we can't even beat Ipswich Town at home, if we go 2-0 down to Ipswich, what do you think about getting top 5 this season? We're not going to get it if we can't even beat Ipswich 2 times a season. We're not going to get it if we can't beat the sides we need to beat to get there. Like Aston Villa 2 times a season. We won't get that if we can't even beat Newcastle away from home. Yes, we haven't played them in the league, but the League Cup, fair example of why I said that. Like, we're never going to get results if we can't beat a 14th place Man United. Sick, we beat Tottenham 2 times away, guys. Sick. That doesn't get you top 5 every season. You need to win the other games. What will give you a high chance of getting that top 5, but we've not won those games. We've lost to Fulham. We've drawn twice to Palace. We've drawn to Man United. We've lost to Man City 2 times this season. We've lost to Arsenal. We've lost to Liverpool. So you're wanting top 5, yeah? But we can't even beat the sides we need to beat to get there? Forget top 5. Let's just aim for Europa League. And let's go for it still next season. Because we aren't getting it this season. Unless something drastically changes. Then we're not. Anyways, end of the preview. Thank you guys for watching. I know this was a bit of a run. But we can't be dropping points to Ipswich. Video out tomorrow. Might do a video tonight if I find anything interesting to talk about football-wise. But yeah, peace out, lads.